Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening. My name is Mtale. I'm a founder member of Diamond Foundation. We founded Diamond Foundation 2009 to just do marketing and business project management consulting. And today we're looking at doing business in Zambia. And before we try to go into details about how to do business in Zambia, I would like just to look at the overview of Zambia so that at least we know what you are expecting as somebody who wants to do business with the Zambian people. So today, like as many Zambians and non-Zambians alike who are abroad wonder about what they need before they come to invest in Zambia. Many questions are asked, such as what opportunities exist, how much money do I need, what is the business environment like, what is the culture like, and how does that affect the way of doing business, what is the political environment like. So those are some of the questions that we'll try to answer before we try to highlight certain investment procedure. First and foremost, we are going to look at location. Zambia is a landlocked country that is located in the southern central of Africa, east of Angola. Zambia has an area of about 752 614 square kilometers, which is equivalent to 290 584 square miles, and a total land boundary of about 5,664 kilometers, which is equivalent to 3,520 miles. Comparatively, Zambia is slightly larger than Texas. Zambia's capital city, Lusaka, is located in the southern central of the country territory. Then we can look at the people. Zambia has a population of about 15 million people. It has again about 72 dialects, and Zambia speaks English as a common language. Those are some of the areas you have to know because those are important when you're doing business with the Zambian people. And then we also look at political influence on business. Many Zambians, many times politicians do not interfere with the private business. It's important to note that Zambia is a democratic country which has general elections every 5 years. Politicians, especially those in the ruling government, have a lot of influence on the state-controlled companies. To do business with a state-controlled company or a government department, you have to know someone who is senior. It is important to point out that in Zambia, the government is the biggest spender, and almost everything revolves around the government. Business that do business with the government are the winners on the Zambian market. It is in your favor to be friends with the politicians and more benefiting if you can get key accounts with the government. So those are some of the things that you have to know about politics. Again, understand this major point that Zambia is a small market. As you come to do business in Zambia, realize that it is a small market compared to other markets, depending on how one looks at it, but it can be a great opportunity because the market is still fresh and immature, which means it leaves open to so many industries untapped that one can venture into. For instance, internet usage is still less than 2% in Zambia. There are other industries such as agriculture and tourism that still need some substantial investment. Lack of infrastructure. The lack of adequate infrastructure presents a real challenge for many potential investors. One therefore has to be prepared to face the West. If, for example, your investment is going to be transportation, then you have to buy vehicles that will stand the Zambian roads. You must realize that you will be spending more on vehicle maintenance simply because the roads are not as good as you expect them to be. Again, lack of infrastructure should not only be a challenge for an investor but also an opportunity. For example, office space becoming an issue in especially the capital Lusaka. Those who are investing in the real estate will be reaping it big soon. Lusaka cannot get enough offices, shopping malls, play parks, and schools, etc. etc. Now, what is the work culture in Zambia? Zambia has generally poor work culture, especially in government running institutions. Workers are not usually in a hurry to do their work and meet deadlines. They get to work late and leave early. The customer service is very poor. Cannot walk in a store, and the attendants will not only pay attention to you. Instead, they will continue reading the newspapers and their investments. Therefore, as one pursues business in Zambia, it's important to understand its people so that you can advise or devise ways to overcome frustration. If you are going to employ people or have business partners, be sure they know what your work culture is and what your expectations will be in the relationship. Knowing the tax laws of Zambia, that's another important point when you are visualizing to come to do business in Zambia. If you're importing something into the country, it is important to find out what the customs and tax laws are before you come in. If you are Zambian, you actually get tax breaks for importing vehicles, machinery, household goods, provided you have been out of the country for a specific period of time. This is a great opportunity to save on custom tax because it's very costly to import goods in Zambia. To avoid the runaround with the officials, please make sure you keep all paperwork such as receipts, etc., etc. Depending on the industry, you can get tax breaks for a certain period where you do not pay income tax to the Zambian Revenue Authority. Also, if you do not make a certain amount of revenue, you can get some tax exemption. But be sure to find out from the agencies on paying pension for your employees if you plan on employing others. So this is basically a little information, or the rest of the information you can go to the Zambian website and check out more details about Zambia, and then we can discuss further because I'm consuming a lot of time for other people to come and present. But meantime, this is the information I wanted to share with everybody before we start talking about doing business in Zambia. So that's the basic information. Please just check it out on the website. It's the information, all this information is available on the website, Zambian website. So thank you very much. I guess we'll give you some other time and come and do a presentation on doing business in Zambia. Thank you very much.